Shalawam, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Ba'asham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh. And salutations to your sincere Archimedes that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and sincerity. It's your brother Abawan, and they're doing just little there was lesson on a video on YouTube censorship, because over these past few weeks YouTube their censorship has gotten crazy, up onto the extent that even the average YouTube user has noticed it, because I've been seeing these comments lately on various YouTube videos, of course not videos in the about not the videos that the Akim are bringing out, but just normal videos in the world that gets all these views, that their own censorship isn't as crazy as the one that they are putting on the Hebrew Israelites, because that is their main target for censorship. But other videos, other truther videos, conspiracy videos, your red pill, mixed out type videos, videos that are against YouTube status quo. They put comments, about all the words that YouTube has basically banned from. All the words that YouTube are basically banned, because when the algorithm sees comments with these words in it, it usually gets deleted. And I've even had one of two comments of mine deleted by algorithm, but that's beside the point. And I've actually already gone into the word censor, because what you see now in the YouTube has been censoring. That censorship has gotten crazy these days. All kinds of things are being censored, but I'm actually gone into this word censor. So what I'll do is I'll just get the definition again just to bring it out. Alright, so let me just type it in. Censor. I just want to check out the etymology real quick. Alright, so this is the word censor. There it is. To review in order to remove objectionable content from correspondence or public media, either by legal criteria or with discretionary powers. Okay. So that is basically that's basically what the word censor means. And if you actually go into it, you really go deep into it. It's actually for moral or religious purposes. So it's funny, because when you are censoring something, you're actually doing it for for moral and public health, because either because it is the things that you are censoring are too explicit, or they aren't adequate for public consumption. But here you see Esau is censoring any form of truth, okay, any form of facts that exposes his wickedness, that exposes his lies, that exposes the what was his inadequate rulership, okay, his unrighteous rules, unrighteous decrees, anything that brings out the Esau and exposes them as devils. They censor it. They put all these different buzzwords on it. Conspiracy theories, hate speech, all these kind of things. And when there was nothing spoken or even shown that would lead that will make that will be considered hate speech or anything like that, because when you speak against the evil of this kingdom, he has to look for an excuse. It talks about they have different terms that they use when they are censoring people based on what they say, because what they are doing is they are trying to forcibly get us, the Hebrew Israelites, of course, off this platform. That's why you see them deleting channels out of nowhere, especially of the elders and the other apostles. There was even a period where the other apostle Tahar got like 3 of his channels deleted. Even the other apostle Manatazagba, the elder Manatazagba, not other apostle. So even but even the elders of Great Millstone, when I joined, they had different channels. Okay, I still remember GMS Walk and Talk, the Apostle Gabaz, that was the channel that the Apostle Gabaz had when I joined. But he has already gone through. This is the third channel that is on right now. Okay, the other Apostle Ramlab, he was using them, I believe it was Info Talk channel 11 when I first came in, but now he's using a different channel, because this is what he does, man. He has the elders and even the apostles, changing their channels a lot. Okay, even the Apostle Rachai had to create a new channel. Alright, you see all these things happening. Okay, I believe the all other elders as well. The same thing happened to them. Different men also have to start building up, creating even backup channels just because this kind of things happen. Because what he will ban their he ban their channels, and even sometimes for things that you know are false. You ban them for even for no reason, just because they brought out something that Esau did not like. They brought out something that that exposes Esau, that Esau did not like, and then what they ban your channel, because, and this is all what persecution. Okay, this is all part of being in this faith. You are suffering persecution from your enemies. Because this is how they start. They tell you that they don't want you. They first come up to you and tell you that you should. There are stuff that they don't want you doing this anymore. The aggressive street preaching, the constant flooding of videos. But what does the scripture say? And let me get that. Look at Acts chapter 5. I want to start from. Yeah, it is Acts 5 verse 27, and it reads, "And when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, Did we not straitly command you that you should not teach in this name? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us." And that is exactly what we are doing in these times, okay? Because you see us teaching in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yawashai, and you see that name has already gone forth throughout the whole earth, and now everybody is declaring the name. Okay, now everybody is saying what the Yahweh is coming back, that this is the true name of the Most High Son, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh, and that is the name that is being declared at this, in these end days. It is the name that is being magnified in these last days. And what and Esau doesn't like that, because that name entails is, all that entails is prophecy. What it entails is the destruction of his kingdom. What it entails is him paying for his sins. Him paying for his wickedness. Because it is not going to be Jesus that is coming from Edom with that garment from Bozrah, but it is Yahweh Shai. Okay, it's not going to be the same stuff. Your JC. It's not going to be Jesus. Okay, that is going to judge the whole earth. That in righteousness he does judge and make war. It is going to be Yahweh Shai. It's not going to be Jesus that will slay, that will judge the whole world with fire and his sword. Okay, it is going to be Yahweh Shai. It's not going to be Jesus that will come down from heaven, from heaven with clouds, with chariots, and all men will see him, and the families of the earth will mourn. Okay, it is Yahweh Shai, and that is why they are so much against this truth, because that name right there, it's what's giving, it's what has made the Most High to pour out the Spirit upon all flesh, and to bring visions of the kingdom. That name right there is the name, as we just said, testimony of Yahweh Shai. That is the spirit of prophecy. That name right there is the spirit of prophecy. It's what has caused us as a people to start prophesying on the highways and byways, to start doing this work, okay, to bring our people to some form of order. That is the name that has done all this damage to this kingdom, and has lifted up our people out, and has lifted up our people out from the mud. Because guess what? All these Kemets, all these Moors, all these black conscious groups, they are still using that, the energy that is coming off the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, the energy that, I should say that the spirits, the spirits that we as the Hebrew Israelites are bringing forth, with our prophecies, okay, with our being out on the highways and byways. That's exactly what they are using to fuel their own movements, okay, because you see them going into scriptures, you see them talking about, you see them going into, you see them quoting scripture, you see them talking about the Hebrew Israelites, you see them, like Sanata, for example, trying to do interviews with Hebrew Israelites and the like, because they know what the truth is, and they know that the truth is that the spirit is actually what is lifting our people. So now Jake knows that they are better than just a bunch of savages like Esau has told them to. They know that they had civilizations, they had kings, they had rulers, okay, they had they have mighty men. They know that they are greater than what he has been telling them all this time, because he won't put your history, for you to, he won't give you your history for you to learn, but will exalt himself and make it seem as though he is the one, okay, as the scripture says, Job 9 verse 24, all the way, okay. So now people are going to that higher level of knowledge because of this truth, okay, because of the things that are being brought out. But guess what? You know, even the scripture say that during the time of the building of the temple, because that's exactly what we are doing. The heathen were dismayed. Okay, because our people are coming back to their to the understanding of who they were, coming back to their heritage, coming back to that healthy fear of Yahweh Bashmi, or shall come back to the understanding of who they were. So now I'm an Israelite. Okay, let me repent. So now Esau is against that. Okay, you know, because what is his purpose? He does not want us to come back to being a nation. He does not want the nation of Israel to be any more in remembrance. He does not want Yasharallah to exist as a nation and as a people. So that is why he's pushing this censorship so heavily, especially on the Hebrew Israelites, because he's trying to do it against us. Okay, you know what? I completely forgot I was even bringing out this preset. And I was also going to go into something else. So let me just focus on, alright. So let me just read the last part. Acts 5 verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey the Most High rather than men." Alright, so when YouTube flags our channels, calls us, says hate speech, medical misinformation, or ordinary misinformation, you know, says all these things against us, what, you know, they say all these things against us. They're basically them saying that what they don't want us on their platform, that we should stop pushing this word. But we already understand that, guess what, Esau, you don't own YouTube. Okay, it's one of the tools that the Most High has used. Okay, and the Most High has ordained for the pushing of this word. So we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Okay, as long as we are still able to upload on YouTube. Okay, as long as you can still just create another channel and be uploading on that channel, guess what, it's not over. Okay, you can't just fold your hands and throw your hands up in the air and say, well, first channel deleted, let me think of something, let me go into something else, or say, well, 1 week ban or suspension, you know, let me just hold on until this channel gets up, starts up again. Because guess what, any channel that's, you know, if all these other people that are bringing out, you know, all these truthers and conspiracy theorists, if their channel gets banned, you know, they'll create another channel, you know, they'll create a backup channel and be uploading there until the channel that's, you know, their main channel, you know, gets opened up again. Or if it gets deleted, they always have a backup channel, a new channel, you know. You see these kind of things with different channels. So while you that is pushing the truth, the 100% truth, okay, of the Most High and the Son, that has such an important role of waking up and edifying your people, okay, of hastening onto the day of the Most High, because you know what year it is, you know what time it is. Why would you, you know, forget about it? Why would you want to count? You know, why would you want to you know, leave your channel, you know, leave your channel like that, leave it dead, you know, leave it, you know, what, unmaintained, you know, because you believe that, you know, since the channel was deleted, the Most High don't want to push anymore. But now you are supposed to keep on pushing, doing all this word, even with the persecution, okay, even with everything that YouTube is doing right now to censor us. And of course, you know that Yahweh Bashim Yawashai is faithful. Okay, he isn't going to let us put in all this work and not see results. As he just says, the Most High is not so unfaithful that he would. And then I have to get that because I'm about to butcher it. Okay, here it is. Hebrews 6 verse 10, and it reads, "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." And what is this talking about, you know? Speaking about the labor of love that I'm speaking about here, ministering to the saints. In other words, being a servant, you know, bringing out this truth to the elect, you know, pointing out this knowledge to the hopeful elect, waking up and, you know, waking up the elect, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, by pushing this word, by going out into the highways and byways, by being diligent, okay, with your measure of the truth. That's what we have been put on YouTube to do. Okay, that's what we are put here to do. You know, that is the purpose of the channels, the purpose of all these videos and the sit downs, to wake up the elect, so to add, to wake up the elect, okay, to add to the army that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is raising up, you know, to be delivered. Alright, so because what because we already know what Esau is after, you know, that's why he's censoring us. That's why he's doing all these things against us. Now, not only is he trying to remove us because he doesn't want this truth to come out, but, you know, he's trying to create a platform free of hate and discrimination. In other words, create a platform that is free of the truth, so that he can push his wickedness comfortably. He can push his agenda comfortably, because now what you see is that he isn't okay. He's paranoid. He's getting to the stage where he's paranoid. Um, what I'm looking for right now. He's not getting any sleep. The elites of Israel, they're not getting this sleep, because they see this word going forth. They see more and more disciples, they're coming into this truth. They see more men coming into this truth. They see the camps increasing. They see us waxing stronger and stronger. So now, they're trying to figure out their next move against the Hebrew Israelites. That's why you see them, deleting comments that have various names, that have Esau and like in them. That's why you see them, flagging videos that have those special words in there. That's why the Akim have to use code now. They say E, they say Maxine, they say Jab, they like, because what? Because what? If you don't use these codes, man, he could flag your channel. He could even delete your channel. That's why you see Esau going into old videos and bringing up old videos that you did in the past. They are probably even forgotten about, and talking about how this video has, this or this in it, and because of this video you've been flagged. This video does this video does that. This video is copyright claimed. You'll be updated because of some some small snippets that they came from the back, some background music, that wasn't even, that probably didn't even play up to the amounts that would require, a copyright strike, because I believe that's what, if it plays longer than 1 minute, that's a copyright strike. But you see Esau, he's using, his blessing, basically his deceit, his devilry, to censor this word. But that time is not yet. That time is not yet, because what are we doing? We are pushing that. We are pushing that we are testifying that that's John 7:7 right there. We are testifying against this world, that the works are evil. Okay, we're trying to separate ourselves from this wicked ass world. So that's the discrimination right there, because that you're the men of the Lord. The act came out there that you are discriminating against wicked, the wicked, whether it's the wicked of our people or the wicked heathen. We are trying to be different from them. If you go into the wisdom of Solomon, I believe it actually goes into that he let me I have to get that, because that precept, that's a beautiful precept. I forget the exact one, but let me just type it. I'm going to reprove our thoughts. I'll use that to get the wisdom of Solomon too. I think it was he, despite he felt evil as a menstrual, no, not that as a menstrual, but let me just get it. Yeah, it is Wisdom of Solomon 2:2, and it reads, Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending of the law, and objecteth to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. So first I want to get the definition of that word, upbraideth. Upbraid. To criticize severely. That's what we are doing on this side. We are criticizing Esau's action, we are criticizing his ways. Okay, especially when he goes against the laws of the Most High. We always speak about that. We always speak about all the things that Esau has done as against the law. But what should you expect? As the scripture says, the wicked, he's the wicked that was made to be the wicked. He was made to be wicked. He was made to do evil. So he's also surprised that he's going against the laws of the Most High. All right. And also speaking about let me get that, and objected to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. So what I'll do is I'll get let me get definition of transgress real quick. and transgress is to exceed or overstep some limit or boundary, to act in violation of some law. And that's basically what it means to Satan as, because what we're doing, we're speaking up against Esau, against his wickedness. Because what do you see on YouTube? You see, and they don't need to tell you. You see, what is the, let me just go on YouTube and check it out. What is trending, but you have to bear with it, because what is actually trending will be what is trending in Nigeria. It will be things that are trending in this country, Nigeria, that I'm living in. So that's what you see. There's usually what football and those kind of things, but they see football and some music videos. That's majorly what trends in here in Nigeria. But what I wanted to actually show you was, what Cardi B is it now. I think you all remember WAP when it was number one trending on YouTube. No, where this song was literally, and I can't even say it, because I know that if I say it now, Esau might find offense against me. But the song was literally speaking about what, you already know what it was speaking about. You saw, the ways that the explicit ways that these women, okay, were, the way that these women were displaying themselves, they were holding themselves out. But yet, that was fairly okay for Esau. When our women are acting like downright harlots, that's fairly okay for Esau. It doesn't give it. YouTube just turns the head. But you see, you act just a little swear word. It just says one little swear word, and that's enough for it to ban to ban them. So that shows you that these devil's ways are not equal, man. But that's no surprise. But that's what you see them. And right now you have I believe it was Caribbean Ariana Grande. I don't keep up with music like that much anymore. At least the new thing that is out there right now is Caribbean Ariana Grande. But that's once again beside the point. But you see what Esau is doing. You would think that he would ban everything that wasn't proper for YouTube, because I could type now, and this is something that I could go onto YouTube right now and type in naked yoga, and what you see, women that are nude, basically doing the yoga poses. This is a real thing, okay? I've actually done this before and I've seen it, and of course, I'm not going to actually type that on the YouTube search bar, because that will just get my channel deleted instantly. And even saying that, so even bringing that out, so could get my channel deleted. This video isn't deleted, because I actually had things like that happen. As soon as you upload a video, they just can't tell you that copyright strike. They just give you a copyright strike. They just give you a hate speech or ban, all these things. The video has to be taken down. That is what the censorship. You also have animal abuse videos. There was a video that went viral recently about somebody throwing cats into wood chippers. Somebody throwing cats into wood chippers, and that video was left. It was left on even after so many dislikes. Okay, there were so many people reporting that video, flagging that video, but still nothing happened. But here you have a bot or a scoffer just flag one video, of an Akiam, and what you see, YouTube just goes full. They go full. They go full head first. Against them, flagging, banning, doing all these things to their channels, even going as far as to delete the channel off their platform. But this is what you'd expect when you are pushing this truth, man. You not expect the world to make, bring out this world easy for you, because they sure as hell didn't make it easy for Allah Yahweh, so they won't even make it easy for us anyway. But we see that all these things are leading up to the famine of the world, up to the point where when Esau had enough, he just cancels all just cancels everything that the Hebrew Israelites have put out on YouTube. Just decides to take everything down, and and it puts up and it puts us, and right now what he's doing is he's setting up everything that he needs, okay, in order to do all those things. Okay, so let me just end this right there. Okay, I'd like to give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.